Nice. And you should all have playlists. I'm going to keep my music quite quiet, but if you all want to press your playlist, it's the Moon Magic or Chandra. Chandra means moon. And we're going to start today seated in Sukhasana, easy pose. I would always love Sukhasana. And maybe you might want to put yourself onto a block.
Don't push my door, love.
I think you're unmuted as well.
Do you want the tennis ball? Yeah. Yeah. Don't push the door. You'll knock my iPad over.
Sorry, I didn't mute you. I did the opposite. Okay, now we're ready to start. So just beginning to find a comfortable pose on your mat. Taking the sit bones down to the earth, maybe removing the fleshy part of the sit bones if that feels even more comfortable. If you're more comfortable lifting one foot up to come into half lotus or lotus, just letting that ankle start to work its way out. Maybe it's something that you'd like to do, you know, just for a moment. And then when it starts to feel uncomfortable, remember Sukha means easy. Sthira and Sukham is how the Yoga Sutras were written. This idea that every pose should be done with ease. And there's nothing to be gained from trying to push through. And this is kind of being moved up, with being backed up through our modern understanding of anatomy. How the fascia works is when the fascia, when the think of everything underneath your skin, including the bone and the muscles as fascia, but the more tension you put into it, the less it is going to respond to the load. So for instance, if you're putting a load of tension and trying to really get into downward facing dog and pushing your thighs so tight and pulling your arms so tight, the body's not going to release. The body will release when we let go. The muscles will get more, you get more stretch out of your body when you begin to surrender. So let's take the backs of the hands onto the knees. Feel the sit bones falling into the mat. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just let the breath fall away. Find yourself in this moment. And take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Begin to feel that slowing of the mind, a slowing of the physical body. As you find this lovely expansion in your in-breath and this contraction in your out-breath. If you can take a chin mudra by taking your index finger and tucking it under the thumb, making this chin mudra. This is the self connected to the whole universe, knowing that you're part of a bigger thing. Often we spend time so much within our physical body or within our heads that we forget actually that we're just a speck, that we're just a part of a whole system. And so find yourself moving to your universe today, either from the inner universe within or the external one of which we're a small but humble but very relevant part of. Feel yourself rooted, grounded, And in essence, we are grounded at the moment. We're grounded from society on a permanent grounded that we may not go out. We've been naughty children. But also take this pleasure in knowing where your home is, where your earth is, where your feet stand. And enjoying this simple pleasure of just being rooted to one spot. Feel the breath within you, maybe finding that ujjayi breath, that restriction in the back of the throat. And whatever has been on your mind today, just allow it to diminish for a moment. And as we inhale, we're going to take the hands and take the palms of the hands into the eye wells, into the eye sockets. And just let the hands close over the top of the head and push very gently into your eyes. And then draw underneath your palms, draw your eyeballs up as though you're trying to look at the sky. And then take your eyes down to look at the floor. Take them to the right and take them to the left. And continue this little up, down, side to side, little movement of the eyeballs and the muscles of the eyes in your own time. And this is a Kriya, which is a little exercise, it's a medicine for the body. And this is for tired and sore eyes. You know, sometimes it gets to a point in the day when you feel so exhausted, even though you've done, maybe you haven't worked. And this is a really great remedy for that. It just really flushes out the eyes. Come back to center. Take your hands into your heart center. Slowly keep your eyes closed, first of all, so you don't introduce the light. And then drop the chin to the earth and slowly blink the eyes open. Reawaken. And then let's reach the arms up to the sky. Taking the elbows wide, opening the shoulders, pulling in through Uddiyana and Mula Bandha. Feeling the crown of the head rise up. And as we exhale, surrendering the whole body down for that lovely stretch in the lower back. So take it easy, especially if you've been seated most of the day. Pull the belly button and the chest forward. Tuck the chin until the spine is long. Pull the navel in. And then slowly ease the sit bones towards the floor. As you inhale, find that gentle lift. And as you exhale, fold it down. Surrendering down. Just taking a moment to remember that the body works well when the body is at ease. So never feel that to get the best out of any practice, you need to be kind of on the verge of stretching the muscle to the nth degree. It's the opposite. Find your breath. And then as we inhale, roll over onto the elbows, come up onto the knees, or just take your hands and knees position if that rolling over bit is not for you today. And we're going to come onto the mat in our tabletop. Let the feet go flat, the wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Drop the belly in the chest and inhale, lifting the gaze. And as we exhale, round through into your cat and cow. Inhale and exhale. Just working with the breath in your own time, just finding the fluidity of the body today. This is a really grounding practice that I've prepared for you today, working on our root chakra, our red roots, this idea of being at home, being, having this emotional security, fulfilling our basic needs. This is what our root chakra is all about. It's the base of our spine. It's the lower of our root chakra, opposite to our crown chakra, which is about our spirituality and connection. Nice. Come back to center. Pull in the belly to keep the spine long. We're going to turn the right hand clockwise, turning the thumbs to the outside of your mat. And then turn the left hand anti-clockwise, taking the thumbs to the outside of the mat. Seeing if you can keep the wrists down. Nice. This might be too intense already. If it is, just counter turn so you're not in such a deep twist. Okay, from here we're going to slowly draw the hips to the heels ever so gently, and then bring the shoulders over the wrists. So we're going to take 3 rotations, a nice little wrist strengthener, wrist stretch out. It does feel a little bit like torture, especially if you haven't stretched your wrists out and you've been doing, I don't know, gardening or even working at a computer or basically just using your hands. Nice. If you want to take that deeper, you can draw your knees up towards your fingers and slowly take your sit bones back towards the heels, keeping the heels of the hands pushing down. Now this might be too much, so just ease back little by little, pull in the belly. Remember, don't take it too far. If it's hurting too much, you probably shouldn't be there. Nice. And then bring the wrists in together so both thumbs are facing up towards the top of the mat and the fingers are facing the long edges of your mat. Let's do the same thing again. Nice little wrist strengtheners, wrists strengthening and stretching at the same time. Just rotating the hips, rotating the shoulders. 3 rotations one way and 3 rotations the other. Nice. And then come back. Roll over the toes, just come back and shake out those hands. Nothing too vigorous, just give them a little shake. Nice, come back into your tabletop. Draw your left hand slightly into the center and let's reach the right hand up. Now this right hip really wants to twist up, but try and keep the hip center. There's always going to be a little twist into this, that's fine, but just be aware not to over twist. Keep pulling up through the banders. Look towards the extended thumb or the floor, whatever feels best in your neck. And then as we exhale, we're going to thread the needle high, just drawing the elbow through that gap and taking it through. Inhale, lift up and rise. Exhale, thread it through. Lovely. Inhale, lift up and rise. And exhale, threading it all the way through. And one more. This time we're really going to lift up and out of those fingers. Stretch into the very fingernails, right from the left knee to the right mid finger. Feel that line of energy moving through you. And then as we exhale, we're going to draw that right shoulder to the earth and drop the left cheek down. I'm going to move so you can see what the devil I'm up to. And if you want to from here, you can extend that left hand to the edge of your mat. Pull the navel in and just feel that stretch as you open up through the shoulder and the thoracic part of the spine. Okay, for those of you who have done this class before, you know that you can take this into a balance. If anyone doesn't have their face on the floor, I would be recommending that you go and get a little blanket or a pillow or your rolled up shirt and just put it under your head and stay in this pose and just allow the body to just to elongate in this pose, just to release down until your shoulder and your head are nice and solid. For those of you that know what's coming next and your head is down, draw your left hand up towards your nose, and then we're going to take the left leg out behind you. Nice. So this is stage 1 of our balance. If you want to take it a bit further, you can bend the knee and start to work into that quadricep. If you want to take it even further, push down into your right hand, but more importantly, pull in through Uddiyana Bandha and take hold of the foot or the heel, and then slowly draw that foot in towards the bottom. Holding it here. Don't worry if you fall, you haven't got far to go. Give yourself a little laugh, and then come out, and then take your left hand down. Draw the left leg back, nice and straight. So we come out of the balance with the same style and grace as we came into it. Draw the knees together, extend the left hand all the way out to the edge of your mat. And as we inhale, oops, bring the hands in again, sorry, my mistake. Reach the right hand up to the sky, stretching through. Exhale, come back to tabletop, and we're going to do that whole thing on the other side. So you know what's coming. Lifting the right hand ever so central, so ever so minutely central. Lift up your left hand. Exhale, thread the needle. Work with your breath. One movement, one breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale to do some sewing. Inhale to rise, feel that through the belly button. Exhale, make your stitch. Inhale to rise. Holding it here, feeling that right hand, the heel of the right hand, the tip of your middle finger of the left hand. And as we exhale, keep that length that you've just created in that twist and take it into the floor, extending your right hand to the right corner of the mat, making sure there's no tension in your neck here. If there is, readjust so the tension is diminished from your neck. Same thing about your head, keep your hand here and just keep this as a lovely long stretch. If you want to go into the pose, draw your right hand underneath your face. Lovely, pull up through the bandhas. Extend through the right leg. Nice, inhale, open the heel, draw the foot in. And as we exhale, taking the hand, holding onto the foot and going in for the balance and the stretch of the quads. And then as we exhale, bring the hand in front of the face, draw the foot back. Bring the knees together, inhale, rise all the way up, making a little adjustment with your right hand, come all the way through. Nice, exhale, come all the way down into child's pose, stretching through. Quite a slow, long start to the class today. Taking your left hand underneath, looking under your right armpit, stretch through into a little baby elephant pose, little Ganesh. Ganesh being the elephant god, the remover of obstacles. So just taking this as the time to maybe just envisage the obstacle of the day, or maybe something that you're working through. Maybe asking Ganesh to help you with this. Or you can, of course, just enjoy the pose. Let's switch those arms over. Nice, really stretching through, feeling the toes in one end, that opening in the shoulder at the other. Taking the weight back into the sit bones, into the heels. And then coming all the way up. We're going to come onto tabletop, roll over the toes, push back into downward facing dog. Pushing the heels away. Nice, we're going to draw the hands halfway towards your feet. So we're in a very, very small or very, very shallow down dog. From here we're going to come onto the tiptoes, bend the knees, and we're going to take the knees into the triceps. Or you can just bring them slightly over, depending. And from here we're going to just come forward and slightly take the weight forward, as though we were coming into crow, but we're not. We're just preparing for it. So we just want you to get this idea of the weight coming forward, the head coming forward, just lifting the weight from the balls of the feet onto the tops of the feet, feeling the earth beneath your hands, beneath your toes, and pulling the body away by pulling up into your belly button. Just take a few rocks there. Nice, lifting your bum nice and high. Good. And then walk your feet, heels to the floor, walk your hands to your feet, and rise all the way up at the base of your mat. Nice. As we exhale, bring the hands into the heart, reach the right leg out without doing a back bend. Reach the right leg out and then draw the heel to the toe, really mindfully walking through the earth. If you have a garden at home, I would recommend that you do this tomorrow on the grass or on the earth, on your allotment patch. So I'm walking the foot from the heel down through the ball into the toes to walk to the front of the mat. Nice, lovely. Nice. Bring your hands into your heart center when you reach the top of your mat. And I just want you to set your salkalpa, your intention for the practice. And maybe this is just being happy in your own skin. This is to feel, or it could be to feel grounded and connected. Or if you have a salkalpa or an intention of your own, feel free to say that now. Nice. So I often do a sun salutation. And because we had that most beautiful moon last week, I'm going to teach you a moon salutation. Let's lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, take over the left wrist. We're going to twist to the side. And then bringing the hands together, step the right foot back into a deep goddess pose, like a deep, wide leg lunge. Nice. Open up the arms, take a 5-sided star. Pull up into the crown of the head, pull into the belly. And then walk the left toes in, so the left foot is parallel with the short end of the mat. Take your right toes forward, and as you take it forward, leaning forward, coming into Trikonasana. Being careful not to lean the body forward, keeping those left ribs and the right ribs towards the sky, coming into your triangle pose. Nice, lifting up, pulling up into the hands, pulling down into the feet. Again, put a little bend in your front knee so you don't look out the knee, especially if you're hypermobile. And then from here, take both hands either side of the foot, twist that back foot so the foot faces forward, and step it in a little so you've got the heel to the earth. Reach up onto the fingertips on an inhale, and an exhale, lower the head down to come into Parkes-McQueen, head to knee pose. Feeling those hamstrings release, lift up with the in-breath, exhale with the out-breath. Just make sure your hips are square. You might need to push your right hip back and the left hip forward. And then from here, step your left foot back so the back foot comes back, and bring both hands on the inside of your right foot, coming into your lizard. So modifications on the lizard is to drop the knee down and to make it easier. If not, that's your easier pose. If not, we're going to make it harder. We're going to drop the elbows to the earth, draw the nose to the earth and lift up. Little baby press ups, draw the nose to the earth and lift up. Excellent, draw the nose to the earth and lift up. Lovely. From here, bringing the hands in, we're going to move through Skandasana variation to come to the other side. So you should be at the back of your mat, so you'll have to listen to me from now on. Straight into lizard pose, the same thing on the other side. Push that heel away, or you can draw the right knee down. If you want to take it deeper, exhale, draw the nose to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Just be careful if you've got tightness in your hip flexors here. Lower the nose to the earth, inhale, rise up. Lower the nose to the earth, inhale, rise up. Take your left hand to the left-hand side of your left foot, pop the back foot in, push the left hip away, come up onto your fingertips. Exhale, lower the head to the knee, Parkes-McQueen again. Inhale. Rise, exhale and soften. Maybe that thing you're letting go of is what's causing the tension in your legs. Maybe when we begin to forgive ourselves, does the body start to respond? From here, take your left hand on the inside of the foot and draw the right foot out to the side. You're going to reach the right hand up to the earth and then straighten the left leg, moving up into Trikonasana, just finding the pose, even though we've come to it from a different journey. And then as we inhale, come all the way back up into the 5-sided star, taking the toes out and the heels in. Pull into the crown of your head, pull up through your glutes, push the feet into the earth. And then as we exhale, drop the hips, the knees, find that chin mudra, keeping your elbows in line with the shoulders if that's possible. And then as we exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Step forward, take a banana bend over to the left. And exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Okay, we're going to do that again, this time a little bit faster and on the other side. Okay, from here, take hold of your right hand, twist over to the left, banana in through. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to step the left foot back, coming into your 5-sided star. Lovely. Making sure your heels are in, your toes are out, drop your hips, lower the booty into your lovely goddess, embrace your inner goddess. Maybe you'd forgotten how awesome you were. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. Goddesses are gender neutral, hope you know that. And then from here, straighten up into your 5-sided star. Turn the right foot in, turn the left foot out. Nice, from here, reaching forward into Trikonasana. Reaching, 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 drawing the right ribs towards the sky. If there's any problem in your shoulders, let the hand come onto the hip rather than reaching up to the sky. Holding it here. And as we exhale, we're going to twizzle on the back foot, drawing the hands down and popping that back foot in a little to come into Parkes-McQueen. Thinking of straight hips, push your left hip back, bring the right hip forward. Nice, looking good, guys. Exhale, head to knee. Inhale, rise up and lengthen on the fingertips. Exhale and release. Find your ujjayi breath, find your sense of focus. And as we inhale, left hand on the inside, drop the right foot back, take that nice deep lizard lunge. Again, dropping the back knee down if it feels too strong. Exhale, nose towards the earth. Inhale, rise up into your lizard press-ups. Because I don't know, but I always see lizards doing press-ups. They usually use resistance bands, but hey, you know, hard times. Lowering all the way down. Inhale, rise up. From here, draw the right heel down. Bring the hands over. We're going to swish through to the other side. So from our Skandasana, taking this lizard pose to the other side, right foot forward. Let's take those press-ups again. Lowering down, lifting up. Lowering down, lifting up. Lowering down, lifting up. Take your right hand, the other side of the right foot. Pop the back leg in. Lift up halfway. Exhale, head to knee. With each inhale, feel a rise in the body. With each exhale, feel a fold. Nice. Bring your right hand on the inside of the right foot. Walk the left toe out so the foot's at 90 degrees. Reach the left hand up to the sky. Micro bend your right knee. Reach up into Trikonasana. Inhale, rise up. Drawing the heels in, the toes wide into your five-sided star. And then drop that into your brothers. Now let's lift the heels here, lower the feet, lift the heels, lower the bottom. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Bring the hands together. Step both feet forward. Let's take a move to the left and bring the hands together in front of the heart. Nice. Stepping the stepping the right foot back, left foot forward. Come into your warrior two. Now find the ease in this pose. We've been in this pose so many times over the months. Just find the ease in it. So think about, where do you feel this pose? Is it in your hips? And wherever you feel it, either one, give a little bit of looseness there, or direct your breath to that area. Let's take that back into your Suriname warrior, or exalted warrior, lifting the ribs towards the sky. So this is a real twist of the ribs towards the sky, as well as the arm coming back. And as we exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, bring it forward, lovely. Take that knee deep, and when you come back, keep the knee in the same position. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, bring it forward. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, take it. I'm getting all confused. We're taking it back. Exalted warrior. I don't know what I'm doing. Holding it here. Nice. Bringing the hands all the way forward. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Nice. We're going to twist the back foot in. So we've got that foot facing forward. Take your right elbow, drop through the hip. So we're drawing both knees and bending them a little deeper. This right elbow is coming over the left knee. For Parkes-McQueen, twisted side angle pose. Really use your elbow, your right elbow into the knee to bring your hands in front of your heart. If this is too much, drop your right knee down to the earth. If not, we're holding it here. If you wanted to take the full version of the pose, you can extend the fingers to the floor, the other hand up to the sky, pushing into that back leg, pushing into the right heel. If it's not for you, keep your hands into the heart center. And nicely exhale, come all the way forward. Pop the back foot in a little more. Rotate through your hips. Just take any adjustments. Maybe the heels need to move a centimeter or so. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, lift the arms up. And as we exhale, the body's going to come in line with the back leg. Coming over, stretching through into our arrow pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, 45 degrees stretching over. So the body's not coming in line with the thigh. It's almost 45 degrees to the thigh. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, taking it over. Hold it here again. This is another one where you can modify by bringing the right knee down. Bring your hands into your heart. And then take your hands all the way down on the inside of your left foot. Step the right foot back. Take another push up here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lifting up. And then slowly draw your right heel in. Reach the right hand up into the sky. Nice. Lifting the right hips towards the sky. If this is too much, bring your elbow onto your thigh and hang out here instead. Nice. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the right hand to the right heel, draw the left foot in, coming into a wide angled pose. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide angled forward fold. Draw the elbows down in front of you, or the hands down, drawing the hands down to the earth. Lovely. Bend the knees if this feels too strong in the back of the legs. Push the weight into the bottom, but keep it equal between the toes and the heels. Draw the elbows down. Now, if you're practicing your tripod headstand, feel free to take that now. And if you're not, I'm going to walk your hands. So I'm going to come sideways. I want you to walk your hands all the way backwards and try and think of just stretching your hands through as far as you can. Don't worry if your knees are bent and you're more here than here. It doesn't matter. It's about a flexion in the spine, not about straight legs in this pose. Nice. And if you're in your tripod headstand, feel free to come down. Lovely, really nice. And then we're going to bring our hands and walk them the opposite way. So keep your hips in front of your heels. So don't be tempted to bring your bum forward in this next pose. Walk your hands the same distance or even further in front of you instead. And drop the chest towards the earth, coming into a wide leg downward facing dog. And begin just to surrender here. I just hang out here, just feeling the shoulders beginning to open, feeling the earth underneath your finger pads, the earth beneath your toes and your heels and the balls of your feet. Maybe for some of you, even the earth beneath your head. And as we inhale, slowly rise up, bringing the hands all the way up. Nice. Take your hands onto your hips, bend your knees, and slowly rise all the way up. Lifting up high, five-sided star, and then coming down into your goddess once again. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower the bum, and let's take some pulses here. So draw the heels down for a moment. We're going to just pulse at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the heels and hold it for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, lower it, 2, 1. Bring the hands together, step that foot forward towards the front. Inhale and rise. Now it wouldn't be me if I didn't have some salutation somewhere. So as we inhale, lift up. As we exhale, lower the hands to the earth. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, take the hands down, step back into your plank. Lower the head to the earth, lower the body to the earth, come through chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Don't worry if you're here, that's totally fine. Exhale, push back down. Lovely. Hold it here in your first or maybe your second downward dog of the day. Let's release out the neck. Shaking the neck, yes, and shaking the neck now. Nice. Walking through the toes. Nice. Reach the left leg up behind you, keeping the left leg nice and high. Bring the knee in towards the chest, ripple forward, three-legged plank, holding it here. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring it forward, knee to chest. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring it forward. This time we're going to hook it onto the left elbow, as though we were in a half crow. Hold it here, push up into the space behind your shoulder blades. Exhale, take it all the way back. And this time take it over to the other side. knee to right elbow. Hold it. Enjoy the twist. Lift it all the way up. Nice, draw that foot all the way down. Lift the left leg high. Inhale, rippling it forward, three-legged plank. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bringing it forward. This time towards the right elbow. Hang it on there if you can. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, take it towards the left, twist through, hold it there, nice and high. Exhale, take it back. Bringing this right foot forward, we're going to step it in between the hands, draw the left heel down. Windmill the arms up into your warrior two pose, other side. Take a moment, compose the breath. Drop through the shoulders, finding that space behind the neck. Nice, dropping through the hips. I'll try and get it right this time. Twist the wrists, rise up as we take the ribs towards the sky. Exhale, come back into warrior two. Good, lovely everyone. Inhale, lift up and rise. Exhale and lower. With each inhale, see if you can take your twist either a little bit further back towards the back of the mat or taking the ribs a little bit further towards the sky. Or maybe both. But don't push it, just gently allow your body to go there. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, take it down. Nice. From here, bring the hands all the way in. Step the back toe forward. Nice. Left elbow, right knee, drop the hips, come into a lunge, twisting through, taking that nice, deep reverse twist. So feeling your belly being squeezed like a dishcloth. Great for the muscles of the ribs. So your internal, external, intercostal muscles, great for the whole of the liver and the spleen, the digestive system. We're moving the lats here. You can feel this in the shoulders and the collarbones. And if you're pushing into your hearts, the biceps and the triceps too. And that's just the upper body. Okay, if you wanted to, you can extend the fingers down and the arms up. But be careful, this is quite tricky. It's just another little tool for our toolbox. Bring the hands back into the heart center. Step the right foot in. Taking those little micro movements to lift the hands up. And I've taken Kali's sword mudra there, the goddess who chopped off heads. Index finger extended and all the other fingers bound. As we exhale, we lower the spine, making the spine and the legs long. So push into that back heel. Inhale, rise up. Lovely. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Last time, exhale, low. We're going to hold it. So gently ease your fingers forward. Gently push the back heel further away. Find the breath. Just holding it, nothing else. And then bring the hands into the heart. Both hands either side of the right foot. Heel toe the right foot to the side. And pop that back foot a little bit further back. Drop the knee down to make it easier. Exhale, we're going to kiss the floor. Or not. Lower down through your lovely little lizard press ups. Exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, rise up. We're going to twist on the mat, come in halfway into that Prasarita Padottanasana again. Take your big toes and hold on to your feet. No, hold on to your big toes. I'll come the other way so you can see and not just see my backside. We're going to take the two fingers and pull up the big toe by drawing your elbows out 90 degrees. So I want you to feel the energy of lifting your feet up as your feet try to push that big toe down. Draw the head to the earth. Nice. One more time. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower the chest. Feel that stretch in the backs of your legs. And then as we inhale, release the hands, draw the body over towards your right leg. And let the hands come around the ankle. Nice, we're going to sway that through to the other side, drawing the body around the left leg. And then take your left hand underneath your nose, reach the right hand up. Pull up through your quads, so squeeze the thigh muscle, squeeze the belly in and Mula Bandha 2 and swap that over the other way. And then as we exhale, draw the hands down, hands on hips, then the knees slowly come up. Come up extra slowly if you've got low blood pressure. And then step in both feet to the front of the mat. Inhale and rise. Take a little back bend if that feels good. Don't do it if you don't want to. Exhale, feet slightly apart, head to knee. Take hold of the elbows, push the elbows to the earth, let the head drop. Nice. Inhale, take the hands onto the shins, pull up halfway. Again, you can massage your legs. Last week we had a really good deep massage level within the legs. So feel free to give yourself a feel, especially if no one else is. Aha, that was my joke. Inhale, come up halfway. Pull the belly in, pull the chin to chest. And as we exhale, take the hands down. Now I'm going to invite you to take a little jump back. You might not want to, you might just want to step back. If not, keep the elbows loose, jump back into plank. Again, let's come up into side plank. Again, draw the knee down for a modified pose. If not, lift up and out of your hips. If you want to lift the right leg and draw the right hand over, feel free to do that too. Exhale, we're going to come all the way back. Come back to center and take it the other way. Again, modify if you want to. Lift the leg, draw the left hand over the head. Find the breath. Exhale, come all the way down into plank. Lower the knees if you're modifying your chaturanga. If not, lower the belly, the chin, the chest, all at the same time. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Nice. Draw those shoulder blades back. Exhale, roll over the toes. Push back down. Bend the knees. Step your left foot halfway in. Reach your right foot up to the sky. Keep lifting that right foot higher. Pull the navel in. Draw your hands a little bit further in. Now if you want to, we're going to go for a little hop. We're going to go for another little hop. And a third little hop here. And then come down. Fold the head to the knees. Inhale, take the hands a little bit further forward. Opposite leg, bend the supporting leg, lift the left leg up, bend the knee, look towards your thumbs or beyond the mat, take a little kick, a little spring, a little hop, and then come all the way down into a sweet little yogi squat. It was slightly a preparation for handstand, but I didn't want to tell you that until now. Okay, from here, take your hands down, lift the bottom up, and take the hips up to the sky. Exhale, draw the feet, draw the bottom down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw it down. Inhale, lift up, draw the heels down. Come all the way through. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Speed it up. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. And come all the way through. Nice. So, variations. We're going to move up into Kakasana, Bakasana or Crow. Or we're going to stay in a little yogi squat here. We can lift the back straight, draw the knees in together, bring the hands into the heart. We can take the legs wide, come deep and hold here. Or we can take the hands onto the mat, lift the bum up high. Again, knees to the triceps. And then again, you can just do that rocking thing we did at the beginning. Or you can begin to lift the 1 foot or maybe 2 feet off the ground, squeeze the navel in and take your crow balance here for as long or as short as you like. So giving you a moment to work through that. Now, I did put a little crow workshop and a little YouTube link the other day, so feel free to go to that. Good, nice one. These look great, everyone. So Tim, just lift your head a little bit higher. Good. Good, Joe. Excellent. Lift your head high. So the key to this is not looking at your feet. If you look beyond the mat, rather than wondering what your feet are doing, you're going to give the counterbalance of that 5 kilo weight of your head, and that's going to give you a massive difference. Okay, there might be a chance to come back to that later on. Okay, let's come onto the knees, take the feet flat, pull the navel in, just to move out those wrists. Let's rotate the wrists towards the back body. Interlace the fingers behind the hands, pull up through the sternum. Nice, drop the chin so the spine is nice and long. So try to keep the body completely kind of fixed from this pose, and just move into the shoulder blades. Of course, taking your arms with it, but try not to involve too much of bringing the spine into this, keeping the spine as neutral as you can. So pulling in through the Uddiyana and the Mula Bandha to keep that inner girdle nice and strong is a really nice place to be, either with or without the arm and the shoulder stretch here. Nice. And then as we inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Nice. As we exhale, we're going to bring the hands into the heart. Take a slight little back bend if you're a back bender. If you want to come into a little Ustrasana, you can roll over the toes and come into, hold onto the heels, or you can bring your hands here just for a moment. We're not going to stay here too long, just as a gauge of the natural openness with your extension spine or extended spine. Don't worry if it's not your thing. And then from here, take your thumbs onto your hip bones, or the back of your hip bones, the top part of your ilium, the top part of your curved part of your pelvis, and then drop the hands to the floor and sit the sit bones back on your heels and come into a little child's pose. Nice. As we inhale, come up, push the hands back into your downward facing dog. And let's lift that right leg up behind you. Nice. From here, draw the foot and bring the right foot all the way forward to the front of your mat. Bring the left foot forward, rise all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands into the heart center. Let's take another salutation just to neutralize anything in the spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise half up. Exhale, hands to earth, step or jump back into plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, come up dog. Nice. Now from here, come a little bit down in the belly. Draw your right hand out and keep your left hand where it is. And then look over your left shoulder. Nice, just stretching through. And then come back to center. Swap the hands over. Look over the right shoulder. Bring the hands back. Roll over the toes. Push back into child's pose or downward dog. Nice. I'm going to make a nice little jump forward to the front of the mat, rising all the way up, bringing the hands into the heart center. Taking hold of the right foot. We're going to move into Vakrasana, tree pose. So the heel comes into the ankle, toes on the floor, or the shin, or you can pop up that foot and take it into the thigh. Nice. Bringing your hands into the heart center. So don't worry where you are. Doesn't mean anything if you're not in the foot in the thigh. Don't worry. Just make sure the foot's not on the knee, because those cruciate ligaments are they're just too volatile. You can just quite easily over time basically push the knee where it doesn't want to go. Pull in through the belly. Feel yourself grounded. Embrace your inner tree. this beauty that you have within us, this beauty that is within nature, and therefore within us, because we forget that we are nature. It's not just something that's around us, it's something that is us. And then let's lift the arms either above the head, or you can open up your blossom, your branches. Lovely. Tuck your tailbone slightly under. Just feel that rising up, that drawing up the nutrients from the earth into your very soul. And if you're still with your hands together, don't worry. If you're wobbling all over the place, well, that's how trees get their roots strong. All trees blow in the wind, it makes them flexible. And then let's bring the hands into the heart. Okay, I'm just going, so from here, I want you to push down into the supporting leg and lift up that right leg. I'm going to move sideways so you can see, and then extend that leg out in front of you. Nice. Keeping, so we're not leaning back. If you're leaning back, drop the foot a little. Lifting it up, lovely. Bend the knee, and then take hold of the knee and take it out to the side. Take your left hand either out to the wall or onto your hip. As we exhale, we're going to swap the hands over. Draw that right hand back and adduct that leg across the body. Nice, bring it all the way back. Hold onto the shin with both hands and lift that up towards the chest. Nice, exhale, draw that leg down. Okay, just wind through your feet, feeling the earth beneath you. Okay, so that was the beginner's version of the pose. We're going to go into a little bit more advanced version of the pose. So if it's not for you, do the beginner's one again. So we're going to inhale, lift up, draw the foot out. Now, if you've got a strap, you can use a strap, or you can bend your foot and take hold of the big toe. You can keep your foot bent, or you can extend the foot out in front of you. Lift up through the body into the crown of the head. Okay, keeping the foot bent or straight, or maybe holding onto the knee like we did last time. We're going to take that foot out to the side. Nice, find the balance. And then bring it back to center. Swap the hand over. Take your right hand out, adduct that leg across the body. Bring the hand back together, maybe holding the shins. Lift the leg, draw the head towards the knee. And then exhale, bring it all the way down. Okay, it's a nice difference in both different ones there. Lovely. Let's pick up the left foot and take our tree. Somehow the tree feels really lovely now after that. Those stretches out. So taking the heel, the shin, or the thigh, bring the hands into the heart. Now it's just finding your root, your connection. Remember, a balance is about focus. So maybe this is when you don't look at the screen, you just look at a point just below the screen or above the screen or directly in front of you. Let the rest of your focus blur away. In fact, a lot of yoga is done in this way, where you're just focusing on your drishti. This just allows you to be in this moment with your focus on one point, not 100 million things at once. This is how we find balance, not only on the mat, but in our lives. Let's open up the trees, branches, or not. Take a few grounding breaths here. Find your stillness. Observe the beauty. And then bring the hands together. Lovely. Extending that left leg out in front of you. Or maybe just the knee. Nice. You're going to hold on to the knee, draw the knee out to the left. Extend the right hand out. Bringing the knee in, crossing over. Bringing the knee across the body. Whoops. Don't worry if you wobble. Nice, bringing the knee forward into both, binding around the shins. Lift the chest so you feel that load from the heel to the crown. Around the head to the knee. And then bring that leg all the way down. Okay, let's go one stage further. lift the leg, extend it, maybe taking the 2-piece fingers around the big toe, or taking your strap again, taking your hand onto your hip, the wall, a chair, the bed, someone else who's this height, perfect for your balance. Lift that leg out in front of you. As we inhale, take the leg out to the side. Find your drishti, your focus, remember. No judgment, whether you get there or not is not the point. It will come. Bring that hand forward, bring the foot forward, exchange. Add up the leg, bring the leg across the body. And then as we exhale, take hold of the foot, draw the knee towards the nose. And exhale, bring the hands all the way down. Nice, bring the hands into your heart center. Take both hands towards the earth. Lift the right leg up behind you. Nice. So you might want to stay here. This is called standing splits, or you know my perfect name for it, leg up the air pose. So if you wanted to, you can hold one hand onto your ankle. You can lift the leg even higher, or you can take the other hand onto the ankle too and make this into a complete one-limbed balance. Or a nice little trick, I'll come forward and show you this little trick, is to take the 2 index fingers on the floor and bind the rest of the hands around your ankle so that when you come up, you can lift the leg, and you've got these 2 little stabilizers, like stabilizers on a kiddie bike. And this is such a tiny little help, but it makes a massive movement. So there's a nice little yogi trick for you. And then I'll hopefully rearrange the camera. Let's lift the legs up. Or the leg up, not the legs up. That would be, ooh, that would be true enlightenment. Let's bring that right foot down. Take your hands down, pull the navel in, take a nice forward fold here. And then as we inhale, let's lift the left leg up. And again, just feeling this idea of, you know, the hamstrings opening, the adductors working, the abdominals working, feeling the stretch and opening in the throat. If you want to make it into a balance, just start with one hand at first. Just feel how the lower leg muscles are then working to keep this balance. And then take your stabilizer index fingers if you want to. And don't worry about it if you don't want to. And then as we exhale, bring that left knee in between the right knee. And we're going to come down with the right leg over the left leg for a variation of Marucciasana. So I've got my right leg forward, my right big toes pushing down into the earth, lifting up through the body, lifting the left hand up. Take that left hand over the knee, twist it through. Find the breath. And then as we inhale, we're going to come back to center. Reach your right hand onto the right foot, cross your body. Left hand comes onto the left hand side. We're going to lift that leg up and away. Keeping the right bum cheek onto the earth, which I didn't there. Nice. Take hold of the foot again. We're going to adduct it across the body. Take the right hand down. Same thing as we've just done the other side. Inhale, bring the hands up towards around the foot. Draw the knee to the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to bring that foot and tuck it under the other leg and bring that leg forward. So your left leg is over, left big toe pushing down. Reach up through reach up and inhale through the right arm. And exhale, left hand comes back, elbow reaches over. Good, that lovely twist. Feel the breath in the body. Keep your right hand active. So we're stretching through the fingers. And then as we exhale, right hand comes down, left hand holds left foot, lifting up, draw the hips down on the floor so we feel those sit bones on the earth. Point the toe or flex the foot, it doesn't matter. Bring that foot across, swap hands. Take your hand, interlace the fingers behind the foot, draw the knee to the nose. And as we exhale, take that foot all the way down, join it with the other foot. Take hold of your strap if you have one. Inhale the arms. Exhale, take your strap around the feet or your 2-piece fingers. Hold on to those 2 big toes. And lower the elbows towards the earth. Inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, lower a little more. Keeping the back nice and straight. Heart lifted to shine your feet. Inhale and rise. Exhale and lower. Nice, rise all the way up. Draw the hands just in line with the buttocks and draw the shoulders a little bit further back so the whole back body is straight. Again, if you're lucky enough to have squidginesses under your sit bones, you can take your squidginess away. Drop the chin, exhale, take everything out of the body and hold the breath out. Pause. Only when you feel you need to inhale, inhale, and lift the head. Nice. Exhale, drop the chin. Exhale everything out. Pause. And as you inhale, inhale and lift the chin. One more time. Keep pushing into the heels of the hands and flex the feet so you should feel it in your legs and in your triceps. Exhale everything out, drop the chin to the chest. A nice little deep breathing exercise here. Also, when we drop the chin like this, we're activating Jala Bandha Bandha, which is the throat lock. Inhale, rise all the way up. So when we work in Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, which those 3 locks, we're working what's called the Maha Bandha, which means Maha means like greatest. So I always go it like Maha Bandha. You'll never forget that now. But it means you can probably feel the energy in that. Is it when you're totally locking out the breath and you just feel this kind of strength but emptiness within you. Should we try it one more time? So let's exhale everything out. Pull up through all 2 bandhas and let the throat lock. And then inhale and rise up. Lovely. From here, we're going to take the difficult version first. Walk your hands 1 hand distance away from your butt and then lift up into Purvottanasana. Now, if you feel any injury in your shoulder, it just doesn't feel good, walk your feet in instead and lift up into this pose. This is a modified version of that pose. You're going to pull the navel in and I'm going to drop my head as though I'm pulling into the crown of my head. So I'm not dropping my head back, I'm going to pull into the crown of my head. So I'm still extending through the spine, through the neck. But you can also drop the chin to the chest if you feel more comfortable doing that. Keep pushing into the heels of the hands to keep your triceps working. Keep your bum lifted. It's quite tempted to drop through. And then we're going to come all the way down. Lovely. I can see a few of you working your wrists, so we're just going to rotate through the wrists. Take your hands backwards, push the fingers away. Take your wrists and rotate them, and give them a shake. Nice. Draw the right foot in towards the thigh. Lift the arm up. We're going to take a little counter pose there. Drop in the hips, the belly, the chest towards that left foot, but shining the heart up. So nice, long, straight back, thinking of the belly, having a nice and deep and intimate relationship with the thigh, rather than getting the knee to the nose. Lovely. From here, take your hand onto the ankle or onto the foot and walk up that right leg a little bit more. Reach the right hand up towards the sky. And then we're going to roll the right rib towards the right thigh and draw the body down, keeping hold of this left foot. And walk the hand down, so just fold in the body in that triangular gap. As we inhale, rise up, we're going to twist even deeper. Take both hands to the outside of the right thigh, lifting up. And then maybe you want to walk your hands forward and take a little deeper twist, bending at the elbows. And maybe both elbows come down, maybe like me, they're nowhere near. flexing your left foot. And then as we inhale, rise up, take your right hand down, point your left toe, lifting the arm all the way up, push up into the knee, and take that all the way over for a nice deep side bend. And then sway the arm, bring it all the way down, swap over your feet, coming into Janu Shashasana on the other side, lifting the arms up, pulling the navel in. Exhale, finding the float of the body as it comes all the way down. Inhale and rise. Exhale and release. Inhale and rise. Maybe just thinking about what your basic needs are, this root chakra. What makes you happy in its simplest form. This is all we need in life. Just the basics. Nice. Take your right hand on the inside of the foot or the ankle. Lift the left hand up, opening up and twisting through the ribs. And then that space you've created between the hips, excuse me, drawing the hand down to the earth and letting the chest, the left ribs come towards the left thigh and letting the chest just fall down. And as we inhale, rise up, let go of your foot, draw the left hand behind you, point the right foot, bring the arm up. This might be as far as you want to go. You might just want to lift your bum a centimetre. You might want to push down onto the left knee, point the right toe into the earth, almost a little back bend here. And as we exhale, come all the way down. Nice. We're going to draw the feet in towards each other into Baddha Konasana. Pull the navel in. Exhale, draw the elbows onto the thighs. Then pull using your arm muscles, draw the chest down, but keeping the spine long, tuck in the chin. And again, just taking the breath to find these little movements in your exhale, falling maybe a little bit lower. And inhale, rise, walk your feet a little bit further forward. Bring your hands in, you can either hold onto your toes, you can take them all around the edges, drop the head around through the back. Thinking of bringing your head some way towards your feet. And as we inhale, rise all the way up. Draw your feet in a little bit closer. And take the hands behind you. Lower all the way down to the earth. Nice. Finding your Baddha Konasana. And then from here, we're going to move into your Shavasana. So it might be that you want to pop on some warmer clothes, switch off the lights. So take a moment to make yourself warm. Drawing the shoulder blades away from the body. Drawing the hands out to the sides. Letting the feet drop, the heels drop. And bring your awareness back to the breath. To that deep inhale. And exhale. Just making any minor adjustments that you need to, so there's nothing niggling your mind about the body being in discomfort. Take another deep inhale and exhale. Release the feet, the big toes, the heels, the instep, the ankle bones. Release the inner shins, the inner thighs, the shins, the knees, the quads, the sides of the calf muscles, the backs of the calf muscles, the back of your knee, the whole of the back of the legs, the adductors, the hamstrings, the IT band of the sides. Let the buttocks release, thinking of the deeper gluteal muscles falling into the earth. Release the pubic bone, the belly, the hips. Release the sides of the hips, the sides of your ribs, the front of the ribs, sternum, the collarbone, the whole of the front body, the side body, the back body. Let it sink. Let it surrender. Let it become heavy with the weight of your strength. Fall into the floor. Let the shoulder blades fall apart. Let the elbows and the arms drop. Let the flesh fall from the bone. Let the fingers and the thumbs roll away, removing just the true spirit and the true self. Let the whole torso release. Release the neck, the chin, the cheekbones, the lips, the teeth, the tongue, the gums. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Release the nostrils, the bridge of the nose, the eyelashes, the eyelids, the eyebrows, the midbrow, your third eye, this center, this connectivity to yourself, to the planet. Release the back of the head and allow yourself in this moment to feel freedom. May it be beautiful before me. May it be beautiful behind me. May it be beautiful below me. May it be beautiful above me. May it be beautiful all around me. In beauty it is finished. In beauty it is finished. Happily I go forth. Find the beauty in your breath. Find the beauty in your fingers and your toes, in your wrists and your ankles as you begin to awaken them. Feel the beauty of your belly, of your knees as you draw them in towards the belly. Rocking your hips from side to side. Find the beauty in your ceiling, in your room, in your life. even in the bits that you think you don't like, find this beauty. And slowly rock on over to your right. Feeling this sense of calm. When you're ready, make your way up to a seated position at the front of your mat. And bring the hands into your heart center. Feeling this clap with one round of the mantra on. And thank you so much for your practice this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste. Enjoyed.
Thanks, Emma.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Emma.
Emma.
Thank you, Emma.
Bye.
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 Bye bye.